remember when Joe was talking about making observations?
Oh, I can do that. I see a tree, a leaf, a vine.
Hey guys, stop. Those are not observations.
Oh. Well, look at this stream. There's so many ferns there.
That's weird. I didn't see any ferns along the trail.
Huh, I wonder which has more diversity.
Let's test it.
Our research hypothesis is the stream will be more diverse in ferns because there are more ferns and less competitions against other plants that on the trail. Our statistical hypothesis is that a stream each will have a greater ferns diversity than the trail each. Our null hypothesis is there will be not difference in diversity of the ferns on the stream trail each.
We wanted to collect ferns from 1 square meter for each sample to be consistent. One way to do this was to measure and cut 4 1-meter lengths of PVC and assemble them together to make a quadrat. Hey guys, I got the quadrat.
I've got the clippers.
I got the bags of tape and the marker.
I got the middle stake
Hey, Daniel, what do you got on your arms and legs?
because it's a snake's country.
Snake country. Maybe we should all get those.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. We collected 6 samples on the trail. Each samples was 2 meters apart and taken for the same side of the trail. Samples were put in separate bags for later analysis. One thing that we learned is that the field where there are distractions like snakes. We followed the same procedure for the stream H.
So how do we tell if these are different species anyways?
Well, the thing I look for are the leaflet shape. So you'll notice that this one is really pointy on the end, whereas this one is blunt. You can also look at the leaflet margin. This one has teeth, whereas this one is very smooth. And though these aren't actually reproductive, sometimes you can look at the shape of the sori or the little packages that hold the spores, and that can tell you that there are different species as well. Now this one right here, that's not even a fern.
Okay, so we have 4 different types, 1 of each type from stream 1.
Okay, let's get back to.
We went through each of the bags and recorded the number and abundance of morphotypes. This information was used to calculate mean richness and Simpson Diversity Index.
Hey guys, come check out this data. So right here I have a graph for the fern richness for the stream and the trail. The stream's here in blue and the trail's in red. And as you can see, there's a much larger richness for the stream than there is for the trail. I put error bars on both of them, and as you can see, the error bars don't overlap. So I really think there's a difference in richness for ferns along the stream than the trail. I also made a diversity chart. Again, the stream's in blue and the trail's in red. And there's a much higher diversity for the stream than there is for the trail. The error bar on the stream is pretty small, and while the trail has a much larger error bar, they still don't overlap. So it really looks like there's a larger diversity for ferns along the stream than the trail. I did a t-test for both of them, and both values were below 0.05.
So that's interesting, but I wonder if we took enough samples.
Let's go investigate that. In order to figure out if we took enough samples, we organized a method to create a species area curve. First, we counted the number of distinct morphotypes in each sample from the trail. Then we combined pairs of samples and record the amount of morphotypes in each pair. This process of combining and sorting continued until all samples were grouped together. We followed the same process for the stream. If we collected enough samples to represent the population, we would expect to see the curve level off as the number of grouped samples increased.
So I made a graph of the average number of morphotypes of ferns we found versus the number of samples along the trail. And as you can see, as we took more samples, the amount of morphotypes we found went up. But it didn't level off at the end. It's still pretty steep, so it looks like if we took more samples, we would have found even more morphotypes. So we probably didn't sample enough. I did the same for the stream, and as we took more samples, the amount of morphotypes we found went up. And again, it didn't level off. So we probably should have taken more than 6 samples.
So it sounds like we might need to go take more samples.
Let's go.
Hold on, guys. I'm tired of ferns. Let's go look for snakes instead.
Good idea.
I love that.
I need something. Hold on a second.
Where's he going?
I don't know. What does he need to get?
I'll go get him.
Okay.
Oh,
Let's go.
tell me. I don't want to go.